The housing market is shaking, prices are falling, and fear is everywhere. But what if I told you this crash could create the biggest opportunity of the decade? Because when markets fall, smart investors don't panic, they prepare. History shows that after every collapse, new boomtowns rise from the rubble. And right now, several U.S. cities are quietly setting the stage for explosive growth once the dust settles. In this video, we'll reveal 10 cities that could skyrocket after the housing crash, and why being early might change everything. Number 1. Austin, Texas. Texas, the city that rose from music and tech, now standing on the edge of its next big comeback. After a steep price correction and slower growth in 2024, many thought Austin's boom was over. But behind the scenes, tech giants like Tesla and Apple are still hiring. Startups are still launching, and people are still moving in. Once the market resets, Austin's mix of innovation, talent, and energy could make it one of the first cities to ignite the next housing surge. Number 2. Tampa, Florida. Florida, the sun-drenched city on the Gulf Coast that never truly slowed down. When the market cooled, many believed Tampa's rise was over. But beneath the surface, the energy never faded. Families kept arriving, investors kept building, and the skyline continued to evolve. With its strong job market, booming tourism, and steady migration from high-cost states, Tampa stands ready for its next chapter. As prices stabilize and confidence returns, this coastal powerhouse could become one of the brightest stars of America's post-crash housing revival. Number 3. Raleigh, North Carolina. North Carolina, the city where innovation meets Southern charm, standing quietly at the center of America's next growth story. When housing prices dipped, Raleigh didn't fall apart, it evolved. Anchored by the Research Triangle and powered by universities, tech startups, and a skilled workforce, this city kept building momentum even in the slowdown. As affordability returns and new talent floods in, Raleigh is poised to surge once the market resets. With its balance of opportunity, education, and quality of life, it could become one of the strongest post-crash boom cities in the nation. Number 4. Boise, Idaho. Idaho, the mountain city that rose fast and fell hard, now preparing for its next climb. When the housing frenzy cooled, Boise saw prices tumble and headlines fade, but the spirit of the city never broke. Families kept coming for its clean air, safe neighborhoods, and open spaces. Remote workers still saw it as the perfect balance between peace and progress. As the market finds its footing again, Boise's affordability and lifestyle advantage could spark a new wave of growth, turning this quiet gem into one of America's strongest comeback stories. Number 5. Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee, the city of music, culture, and relentless ambition, now tuning up for its next big rise. When the housing market cooled, Nashville took a pause but never lost its rhythm. The sound of construction, cranes, startups, and live guitars still fills the air. With a thriving tourism scene, growing tech sector, and waves of new residents seeking opportunity, the city stands ready for another surge. As prices stabilize and momentum returns, Nashville could once again hit the high notes, leading the next housing boom with style, soul, and southern strength. Number 6. Dallas, Texas. Texas, the powerhouse city that never truly sleeps, driven by ambition, growth, and grit. When the housing market slowed, Dallas simply shifted gears, not direction. Corporate giants like Toyota, Goldman Sachs, and Charles Schwab kept expanding, fueling jobs and confidence across the metro. With affordable suburbs, massive infrastructure, and one of the strongest economies in the nation, Dallas stands ready to surge once the market resets. This is the city that doesn't wait for opportunity, it builds it. And in the post-crash America, Dallas could be one of the first to rise, fast and fierce. Number 7. Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia, the city built on hustle, history, and reinvention, now gearing up for another wave of growth. When prices dipped, Atlanta didn't crumble, it recalibrated. With its booming film industry, growing tech scene, and powerful transportation network, the city continues to attract dreamers, doers, and developers. Migration from northern states hasn't slowed, and new businesses are still finding their home here. As affordability improves and demand returns, Atlanta is positioned to lead the Southern housing revival, a city where opportunity keeps finding a way to rise. Number 8. Salt Lake City, Utah. Utah, the mountain city where innovation meets tranquility, standing quietly as one of America's strongest hidden engines. When the housing market cooled, Salt Lake City absorbed the hit with resilience. Its booming tech sector, family-friendly communities, and access to nature kept the city alive with promise. Remote workers and young professionals continue to flow in, drawn by balance and opportunity. As the economy stabilizes and prices level out, Salt Lake City is poised to surge forward, a place where stability, growth, and lifestyle unite to spark the next wave of post-crash prosperity. Number 9. Las Vegas, Nevada. Nevada, the city that thrives on reinvention, where every setback becomes a stage for a comeback. When the housing market stumbled, Las Vegas took the hit, but the lights never went out. Tourism rebounded, entertainment expanded, and new businesses began to rise beyond the Strip. With no state income tax, a growing population, and massive investments in sports and infrastructure. Vegas is more than just a tourist city, it's a city rebuilding its future. As prices stabilize and demand returns, Las Vegas could once again bet big and win in America's next housing boom. Number 10. Charlotte, North Carolina. North Carolina, the city of banks, builders, and bold ambition, quietly preparing to lead the next housing revival. When the market slowed, Charlotte stayed steady, powered by finance, tech, and a wave of newcomers seeking opportunity and affordability. Its skyline kept growing, its neighborhoods kept expanding, and its economy never lost stride. With major corporations investing and young professionals choosing Charlotte as their new home, this city stands ready for takeoff. Once prices settle, Charlotte could become one of America's defining boom cities, where growth meets grit, and the future feels wide open. Every crash looks like the end, but it's really the start of something new. From Austin to Charlotte, these cities are already rebuilding the next chapter of America's growth. Jobs are returning, people are moving, and opportunity is rising again. So before you go, like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which city do you think will boom first.